at a combined weight of 467 pounds, Jack Rougeau and Raymond Rougeau.
This guy will settle for nothing short of a victory here tonight.
Plenty of combustible elements involved in this six-man tag team match. Look out!
And his partner, from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 265 pounds, the strongman, Dino Bulldogs.
Here we go, WWE action on the way.
Let's get it started.
Very curious to see how well these teams coexist in this six-man tag team match.
At a combined weight of 461 pounds, the Rocker Marty Jet and the Rocker Marty Jet, the Rockers.
Well, this superstar has all the tools needed to win this one. Now let's see if he can put them together.
Willing to bet these two have absolutely no plans on spending Thanksgiving dinner together at any point in the near future.
I hate Thanksgiving.
And his partner, from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 238 pounds, Brian.
Big match up here tonight, and this arena is electric.
Oh, man, you can feel this crowd.
It's not very often you see this much star power in the ring at the same time.
Reminds me of me being in the ring with me.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Michael Cole alongside Jerry the King Lawler here at ringside. And King, tonight should be extremely exciting.
Well, you said it, Cole. It looks like we don't have to wait long for the action to start either. Let's go.
He took an incredible pounding there. He's going for it all.
This could be it.
The human body can only absorb so much of that. After a move like that, he's going to need a chiropractor in his near future. Oh, that's going to hurt. Come on! Now we just watched that insult to injury.
Yeah, this guy's a mean streak.
first time we've seen that executed.
Oh, what a brutal shot.
I don't know if we've seen that from him before. I mean, it's definitely a first tonight.
This is great. This guy will try anything.
He's got his eyes set on his chest. This is a wreck. He's moving like an uncaged animal.
No lie, he's wild in there.
I believe that is the first time tonight we've seen that move. He's trying to mangle his face here. He's simply reminding him that he's here. You can hear the human body enter a state of human ruin.
No kidding. Did you just say ugh?
We're witnessing a level of punishment that can only be described as severe.
No kidding. This is getting ugly.
He's on the defensive here. To be expected when you combine 6 of WWE's most volatile forces into one match.
And it looks to me like neither of these guys are showing signs of pulling away here.
Well said, John, and now's the time for one of these guys to take hold of this match.
Be serious injuries.
No kidding. This is going to need some serious medical attention.
He's certainly showing us something new from his repertoire.
That's cool. I like new stuff.
A knockdown, drag-out brawl, complete with a big stomp.
And these guys are throwing bombs. They're pulling out all the stops.
Just look at this man. He's all business.
And that's the way he has to be if he wants to win here tonight.
Great reversal. Playing mind games.
Yeah, a little intimidation there.
You don't see that move every day. He's looking a little off balance. This may very well be one of his toughest challenges in a very long time.
You got that right, Michael. This is where we find out exactly.
We got to cover. And a kick out.
The kick out's all that saved him. This match goes on. Oh, there is no quit in this man tonight.
First time for everything, I guess. For some competitors, part of their strategy is to demean their opponent. A move like that says it all.
Yeah, you're just trying to embarrass somebody now.
Look out, look out. This could be it.
Looks like he's starting to falter. He doesn't want to let this match get out of control, guys.
Wow, these guys aren't giving an inch, but at some point, one of them got to start pulling away, which is...
Oh, nice counter.
Oh my God, his body's been through hell.
That sleeper hold is locked in.
Oh, he's got it in good. He's got it in tight.
Ooh, a little shovelly going on here.
You don't see that move every day. This could do it.
Maybe it is.
seen that from him before. I mean, it's definitely a first tonight.
This is great. This guy will try anything. Boy, he is really tired now.
He can do it here.
I think he's got it.
And again, the mind games are played.
This is a level of destruction no one was expecting.
I certainly didn't expect to see this kind of damage. A suplex like that takes a lot of power and delivers a lot of impact.
One move after the other. It's devastating.
This is hard to watch. This is going to be bad.
And that's why the adage holds true. There's a first time for everything.
I think you're right. I believe that's the first time he's ever attempted this. And he goes for the cover.
This is it.
Not a lot of spring left in his step right now.
That was rough.
Oh my! Look at the blood just pouring down his face.
When this guy's on, look out.
The ref is down, and this one could break loose.
Nice reversal there.
A textbook reversal. Can he follow up?
Well, he was able to reverse and get out of that.
He saw that one coming.
Oh, look at this.
Trying to put him away.
Great officiating as the ref noticed he was on the ropes.
Boy, there's no way he's going to be able to stand after that.
Here's a cover.
Look at this. Man, we got a lot of match left.
And he reversed it.
Good move there.
The tag is made.
Yeah, you're not going to win many matches out there.
Since it's not a false count anywhere match, I'd have to agree with you.
Well, he was able to reverse it and get out of that. Out of the ring. Now what's going to happen?
He's starting to show signs of fatigue. He's still got plenty of gas left in his tank, though.
Come on. If he can't withstand this, he's in the wrong profession.
You said it, John. And I'm a little surprised he spent so much time outside the ring thus far.
My God, his body's been through hell, and his ribs have bore the brunt of the attack.
And I hope we can get a doctor out here as a precaution. Damaged ribs like that can make it hard to breathe.
He anticipated that move perfectly.
This doesn't end in the count out.
And there goes the superstar. He just didn't have enough left to hang on. Oh, man, and I can guarantee he'll think twice about doing that again.
If his back wasn't hurt before, it certainly is now.
And it's going to be hurting for a while.
Hoping ended early.
Here's hoping.
He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle.
Yeah, I wonder what the view's like from up there. Watch out!
I don't remember the last time he executed that maneuver.
Uh-oh! There's that camel clutch, and it is locked in.
Hey! And he fights out of it. He breaks the hold.
took too much time, and boy, did he pay the price.
He's certainly showing us something new from his repertoire.
That's cool. I like new stuff.
Nice dodge there.
And a roll. This could do it.
Look at this. This could be it.
Well, that missed him all right.
And he escapes the hold.
Oh, man, what a neck breaker.
Going all the way up.
That's a long way up. Look out below. Look out. Where else but in the WWE are you going to see something like that?
He may get the 3 count right there.
Going to be close. The lift's out.
Looks like he's pinpointing the back.
This match has taken so much out of this guy. He's not going to give up. But, man, this has been physical.
And now his partner comes in.
Oh, that's the first time we've seen that move tonight from either locker room.
I got to love it.
He's too busy bragging and boasting than battling in this matchup.
Not this.
He's looking at it again.
There's no coming back from that.
We just saw the finishing move for the second time tonight. This one could be over right here.
Oh, wow. His opposition's really worked for the Ware here. These type of matches are dangerous and can always be counted on to produce pure bedlam. Boy, he is really tired now. That tank of his has to be reading empty.
It has to be, King.
Wait a minute.
Can he score the pin? Man, oh man, did he take a wild swing with that one.
You're right. That was wild indeed. Good thing we're over here.
He saw that one coming.
Call your friends, let them know what's going on right now in this awesome match.
You're right about that. Call your one friend.
Man, what moves. Unbelievable power.
I love a classic body slam.
Putting it all on the line.
That's the way it should be. Oh, no! There's no hesitation there. This one's all business.
Wow, that was a wild strike. Talking about missing the target.
Yeah, it looked like it was completely out of desperation.
Take cover. You could call this a good old-fashioned butt whooping.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're witnessing. A butt whooping.
That wild strike found nothing but empty air that time.
Man, that's what you call swinging for the fences and missing.
There's the tag.
He flies. Crossbody. Watch it. Here's the cover for the win. Look at this. He's just barely moving. I'm not sure he can get back to his feet.
Drops the knee with a vengeance.
Oh, man. This came down hard with that.
A textbook maneuver there.
He makes the tag.
Hairline fractures, breaks. My God, his body's been through hell, and his goes for the quick pin attempt.
Count, Ref, count. He's showing no signs of letting up. Oh, out of nowhere.
There's a punch worthy of the greatest heavyweights of the time.
Yeah, that looked like a Mike Tyson or Muhammad Ali shot.
He's delivering an old-fashioned butt kicking right here.
Boy, he just got laid out.
He's looking a little weary here. He needs to find a way to get on the offensive, guys.
Oh, man, this guy's reliance on his finisher is a little concerning. He might want to mix things up a bit.
Simply put, you can't be a coward and expect to be successful here in the WWE. Very, very painful hold here. What's he going to do? Oh, nice reversal.
escape. But the more energy he expends, the... Whoa! And he fights his way out.
Second time we're seeing this here.
Uh-oh. I think that really hurt his arm.
He's not looking good here. His hopes of winning this match appear to be dwindling in a hurry.
And Michael, this could be the opening he needs to pull ahead.
Man, I don't know if this guy has the strength left in him to power back.
Nice reversal.
If he keeps up this pace, this could turn.
My God, his body's been through hell, and his ribs have bore the brunt of the attack.
And I hope we can get a doctor out here as a precaution. Damaged ribs like that can make it hard to breathe.
Ware all-star ensemble in the ring right now. 6, and he goes for the pin.
There's the count.
There's no quitting these guys, but unfortunately only one of them can be victorious here tonight.
Oh, wait, nice reversal.
Adding insult to potential injury there.
Oh, that's it. This one's got to be over after that.
There may be no coming back from this.
And at this point, his opponent definitely has that finisher well scouted. Going for it a third time might be a mistake.
I must say, this entire match has been right down the middle. I have no idea who's going to win this one. He was one step ahead on that one. Uh-oh. He's in position, ready to strike. Not this.
He's looking at it again.
Submission holds locked in, and he's in big trouble. Off the apron and down to the floor. Hey now.
And he wills his way out.
When this guy's on, look out. It certainly is now.
Yeah, and it's going to be hurting for a while. Taking a risk here.
Elbow drop.
Oh, man, there's the finisher.
His shoulders are down.
There's one less superstar in this match now. Back into the ring now.
6 of WWE's most alpha personalities all competing in this.
Get some air here.
I need some too after sitting next to you. He may be in the best physical condition I've ever seen him in.
Oh, a serious knockout blow. Whoa,
Here he goes for the win.
let's do this.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
A textbook reversal. Can he follow up? Look at this.
He's on the rope to the right, rising. Stops the count.
Boy, he is really tired now. That tank of his has to be reading empty.
It has to be, King. But I still don't see him giving up.
This guy can go toe-to-toe with anybody.
A sharp elbow drop.
Whoa, don't get up. Is this it?
Will it be?
He just eliminated him with authority.
I can't believe everything that's transpired thus far. It's been so physical.
You're right about that, Cole. This has been an all-out war.
From what we've seen and heard tonight, there must be serious injuries.
No kidding. This is going to need some serious medical attention.
That stop might have only lasted a second, but it's going to be felt tomorrow.
That may be felt for a lifetime.
And he reversed it!
Good move there.
This is a wreck. He's moving like an uncaged animal.
No lie. He's wild in there. Oh, his body has to be broken right now.
He saw that one coming.
Wait a minute.
This could do it.
Maybe he is.
Big elbow.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
Not this.
He's looking at it again.
Boy, this has just been pandemonium.
No kidding. What a matchup. This has been a classic.
And now he goes for it a second time.
He was one step ahead on that one.
That had to hurt. With a move like that, your career could be over just like that.
No kidding. This is serious. Come on, ref.
He's too busy bragging and boasting than battling in this matchup.
Hey, from the top rope. He's in full-on attack mode now.
I think he's through playing around.
The Rolling Yoshi Tonic. This one's in the box.
Didn't you have a word for tomorrow last night?
This is insane. Does this building have a curfew? I feel like we might be here all night. What a beating.
Look at him, Michael. I mean, those moves have really started to add up. Well, this might be the worst yet. And he reversed it. Good move there. Well, he was able to reverse it and get out of that. Hey, he's going for it again.
And there's the submission. This might be it.
Great officiating as the ref noticed he was on the ropes. Here's the back of the giant target on it. This guy's a machine. Executed that maneuver. He'll have a tough time shaking the cobwebs loose after that.
How do you even call a move like that? This match has taken so much out of this guy. He's not going to give up. But man, this has been physical. Whoa! Don't get up. Watch it.
He's got the ropes and the pin is broken. Oh, he missed.
Oh, nobody home that time. This reversal there. Oh, he's on the attack now.
His nose might end up where his ear is by the time this one's over.
When he gets going like this, there are a few better.
The end may be near.
1, 2.
He needs to dig way down deep if he wants to keep going now. He looks absolutely unstoppable here.
Someone really should check on him. I mean, a maneuver like that takes your career and it just flashes it before your very eyes.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a very long flash for you, Cole, but this guy's in trouble.
He's going for the pin. This could be it.
I think he's got him.
2, 3. I don't believe it. This one's over.
here are your winners, the Rocker Marty Jet, the Rocker Marty Jet, and B. Brian.
Big win despite absorbing a huge amount of punishment there.
That's a big win any day of the week, on any show, in any arena, Michael.
And what an amazing threesome they make. Up next, we have six-man tag action. We have a team led by one of the best talents on the roster to date. In a match for the record books.
This is as good a matchup as you're going to see.
The following tag team contest is an elimination tag team match. Introducing first, from Kansas City, Missouri, weighing in at 250 pounds, handsome Harley Ray.
When you put six of the best the WWE has to offer in the ring at once, you know it's set to be a historic match.
Yeah, and that's what we're looking at here. Not only historic, this could be match of the year.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Be thankful that you don't have to sit next to Michael Cole all night like I do.
Why do you hate Thanksgiving so much?
At a combined weight of 497 pounds, on AndreThe National Wrestling Alliance World Tag Team, and the Outlaw, the Four Horsemen.
Six superstars made of two teams will enter, but only one team will leave the victor. Who will it be?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Willing to bet these two have absolutely no plans on spending Thanksgiving dinner together at any point in the near future.
I hate Thanksgiving.
And at a combined weight of 492 pounds, Jimmy and Paul Roney.
Six-man tag action just moments from starting.
These competitors are ready to go. Truthfully, I'm good with any Survivor Series match that doesn't include 4 doinks. What was that all about anyway? Wasn't one doink enough?
And his partner, from Kentucky, weighing in at 321 pounds, Hillbilly Jim.
We're moments from writing another page in the WWE history books with this six-man matchup.
Are you serious, Cole? You think this could be historic?
This promises to be one of the most exciting matches in recent Survivor Series history. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Survivor Series, a WWE tradition since 1987.
Yeah, and on that first night, Cole, I'll never forget Andre the Giant's team defeating Hulk Hogan and his squad in the main event. This one should be amazing, Michael.
You don't see that move every day.
Oh, we might be looking at a concussion here.
think we've seen that from him before. I mean, it's definitely a first tonight.
This is great. This guy will try anything.
Dishing out some serious punishment here. Clamped down with a serious leg lock.
No kidding. It's going to be tough to get out of that one. Oh, man, I wouldn't be surprised to see that eye swell up after that.
He's certainly showing us something new from his repertoire.
That's cool. I like new stuff.
Punishment. If it continues, it could eventually affect his vision.
Yeah, already seeing stars.
It looked like his whole neck just crumbled there. Maneuvers like that put everybody in danger.
No kidding, that's awful.
He's starting to stumble here. To be expected when you combine 6 of WWE's most volatile forces into one match.
Bucko, we're going to see what this guy is made of.
Yeah, but he's got to remember that matches are won inside the ring, not outside.
8, 9. There he goes. This one's over for him. And there's an elimination.
Those body shots, they'll slow you down.
That may be the first time we've seen that executed. Oh, check that out. We have a first here this evening.
And that was awesome.
That kick packed a punch. And he's heading back in.
I can't blame him.
Well, well, well. That's the first time tonight we've seen that move.
I wouldn't mind seeing it a little more often.
Displaying a wide range of offense here. He's starting to show signs of fatigue. He looks incredibly motivated, though. Don't expect him to be down for long.
Look at this guy. He's better than what we're seeing right now.
It's a good point, John. And I'd say this match is about as even as it could get at this point. Not even close. Just getting worn out. Whoa!
He's measuring.
We got a cover. Wow, that was a wild strike. Talk about missing the target.
Yeah, it looked like it was completely out of desperation.
Oh, and he missed that one. God, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, we're not doing any damage with swings like that, but keep doing it. The freeze may give him a cover.
He may be in the best physical condition I've ever seen him
discovered his favorite move.
You think? He seems to use it often enough. Oh, look at this. He's hurt. He's hurt bad.
He's absolutely running on fumes right now.
Hold on. You have to think one of these times he goes for his finisher, it'll actually finish this thing, right?
Oh, man. Calling his finisher a finisher might be a stretch at this point. It hasn't been able to finish anything here tonight.
Looks like he's starting to sweat now, but it's going to take a lot more than that to stop him here tonight.
Well, if he can't bounce back from this, then maybe he's not as tough as I thought he was.
Well said, John, and now's the time for one of these guys to take hold of this match. Oh, out of nowhere!
That really should do it. I mean, this should have been over a while ago. Come on, ref.
Yeah, this should be over.
I don't remember the last time he executed that maneuver.
He was able to reverse it and get out of that. Wow, he's still down after that.
Did you hear that? What impact?
What a reversal.
Looks like he's starting to falter. This is not where he wants to be right now, guys.
Never.
Will he be victorious?
I think this is it.
I just can't get over the physicality of this match. This has been brutal.
Brutal and very, very painful for these guys.
He was one step ahead on that one.
He's delivering an old-fashioned butt kicking right here.
Watch it!
He's got the shoulders down, Cole. This could be it. And he gets out of the way.
He's showing no signs of letting up.
Watch it. Watch it.
Look at him out there reaching for the tag. He can't wait to get back in the mix.
We got a cover.
Uh-oh. It looks like that last shot cut.
He's endured heavy blows here. I don't know how much longer he can go. The referee may have to call this match, King.
Oh, my gosh, this is awful. I'm going to tell you something. Whenever you get hit like that, for the next 15 minutes, everybody you see has an exact win.
We got a cover.
Oh, man! A big-time miss.
From what we've seen and heard tonight, there must be serious injuries.
No kidding. This is going to need some serious medical attention. Look at this. Somehow he's still going.
You can't help but wonder how much more of this he can take.
At this point, it's hard to say one of these guys is in better shape than the other. This entire match has been so evenly contested.
Man, I can't.
This should do it right there.
I think this thing's over.
What a match!
Not this.
He's looking at it again.
Oh, gee.
Will it be?
He just eliminated him with authority.
What an all-star ensemble in the ring right now. 6 of WWE's most successful competitors for sure.
He was able to reverse it and get out of that. Nice reversal.
I understand the idea of being relentless, but I think most would agree repeating a specific move is an unorthodox approach.
Yeah, this guy seems to think it's going to work. Much longer, and this could end at the countout. Bringing it back inside.
The tension, the drama. This is electric.
Look at the back of my arm, Cole. Look at the goosebumps. I love this.
He gets out of trouble there.
He saw that one coming. What a reversal.
And now his partner comes in. We may have to worry about internal injuries. It's not very often you see 6 superstars of this caliber competing at the same time.
When he gets going like this, there are a few better.
He is slowly getting dissected.
Not this.
He's looking at it again.
Oh, and he got dropped.
Here's a cover. Textbook offense here.
I think he's through playing around.
We got a cover. He gets out of trouble there.
He was one step ahead on that one.
That may be the first time we've seen that executed.
Whoa! Don't get up. If he keeps up this pace, this could turn real ugly real fast. Incredible counter. And he reversed it. Good move there.
That's a first. What a move. Definitely sets a tone for the evening.
I like it.
He's looking very overwhelmed out there. This could do it.
Maybe it.
Oh my gosh, he's been eliminated from the match.
Take cover. You could call this a good old-fashioned butt whooping.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're witnessing. A butt whooping.
He gets out of trouble there.
When he gets going like this, there are a few better. Not this.
He's looking at it again. Shoulders down. This could be it.
Count, Ref, count.
Oh, I've never seen him do that before. Extra slow getting back to his base here.
Oh, this isn't good.
He could do it here.
I think he's got it. Not a lot of spring left in his step right now.
That'll make your heart beat.
Nice reversal there.
this move is leading the charge.
Yeah, charge!
That'll have you worrying about long-term injuries for sure. You can see the wear and tear that this fight has taken out of these men.
You're right. Such a brutal physical battle this has been. And it's not over yet. Oh, out of nowhere. He was able to reverse that.
This should do it right there.
I think this thing's over.
The cover. And this one's history. What a win.
Here are your winners, Jimmy, Paul, Rummy, and Hillbilly Jim.
He gets a victory here tonight. Love him or hate him, that was an incredible match.
An incredible match and a big, big victory. Man, if that's the type of action we're going to get all night, I can't wait to see the rest of the card unfold.
What a great match. Coming up next is a huge six-man tag team match. It's the British Bulldogs versus the Hart Foundation.
Oh, man, this should be great.
The following tag team contest is an elimination tag team match. And at a combined weight of 488 pounds, the Prince and Dynamite, the British Bulldogs.
Anytime you have 6 of the best WWE superstars in the ring, you know history's going to be made.
And no exception here tonight. This could be a classic.
They've been buzzing about this one ever since this match was announced.
And his partner, from Memphis, Tennessee, weighing in at 230 pounds, the Legend.
This guy will settle for nothing short of a victory here tonight.
This promises to be one of the most exciting matches in recent Survivor Series history.
At a combined weight of 516 pounds, Bret the Hitman Hart and Jim the Anvil Neidhart, the Hart Foundation.
Call your family and friends and tell them about this six-man matchup. It's going to be a war.
I'm going to tweet my family and friends.
Very curious to see how well these teams coexist in this six-man tag team match.
And his partner, from Harlem, New York, weighing in at 265 pounds, Bad Boy Brown.
With this much WWE talent in the ring, the referee is going to have his hands full tonight.
You're right, I don't envy that official job at all.
A lot of whispers backstage about whether or not this guy has what it takes to get the job done here tonight.
Thank you for choosing to spend your evening with us. I'm Michael Cole alongside, as always, Jerry the King Lawler.
And I can't think of another place I'd rather be, Michael. This is a perfect way to get things going.
Now, why did he do that? A move like that's low. It's appalling, if you ask me. Totally disrespectful.
Well, when he sees the belt, he likes to hit below it.
What are your thoughts on the WWE Hall of Famer, Bret Hart, King? He needs to be prepared for the fact that there will be action all around him. But is that something you can really prepare for?
When you have two quality partners by your side, you have a tendency to walk with a little bit of a swagger. I think that's what we're seeing here.
It will truly take all he has to not leave here tonight feeling any lasting effects from this match.
The point of that elbow delivers.
Oh my, an explosive suplex.
I don't remember the last time he executed that maneuver. Every time I see Jim Neidhart compete, I can't help but be amazed at how powerful he is, King.
Well, they don't call him the Anvil for nothing, Cole. He got that nickname for winning an anvil throwing contest. Now that's strength. I think I saw a tooth fly out.
He's inflicting some serious pain here. I don't think I can lift an anvil, let alone win an anvil throwing contest. This Neidhart is truly unreal. Displaying a wide range of offense here.
Hey, the elbow is one of the hardest parts of the body. Why not use it?
That move at this juncture of the match makes the intention unmistakable to belittle.
Trying to humiliate your opponent. There's no place for that here.
What a shot. If you take many more like that, you're going to resemble a heavy bag. This is a wreck. He's moving like an uncaged animal.
No lie. He's wild in there.
I believe that is the first time tonight we've seen that move. Beautiful takedown.
Strength.
He's on the defensive now. He can't be happy with how this is going right now.
Don't count him out yet, Michael. I'd be shocked if this is the end of the road for him.
You know, if loyalty won matches, this one would have been over a long time ago. But that's...
And he goes for the pin.
There's the count. Stay down. Stay down. Yeah, another one for the highlight reel.
This is insane. Does this building have a curfew? I feel like we might be here all night.
There's the cover. Can he do it?
Think he's got it.
There's one less superstar in this match now.
He's starting to stumble here. To be expected when you combine 6 of WWE's most volatile forces into one match.
If it's me, I'm focusing my attention on winning the match inside the ring. All this time on the outside doesn't appear to be doing him any good.
Well put. And I'm so...
There's the camel clutch. And somehow he's got to take the pressure off his neck. Wow, that might have broken his jaw.
Well. That's the first time tonight we've seen that move.
I wouldn't mind seeing it a little more often.
Here's a cover. That move should do it. I mean, this should have been over a while ago. Come on, ref.
Yeah, this should be over.
That's perfectly placed in how you land the big strike.
Got the leg. Oh, what a painful submission. Watch it. And he powers out.
The frequency of this move is becoming deliberate at this point, to say the least.
No kidding. Over and over and over again.
Force within the ring. My God, his body's been through hell.
Hey, hoping to get out of here early with a win.
Just look at this. You can see the results from that move.
He's on his heels. He needs to find a way to get on the offensive, guys.
Hey, it's the WWE. It's not ballet. He knew this was going to be a battle, and that's exactly what we're witnessing.
He's looking at it.
When this guy's on...
What a move. What a smart move.
His chest may be black and blue after this. Oh, no, here it is.
The Cobra clutch.
Whoa! And he fights his way out. DDT, driving the back of the skull into the ground. He's begging for it. Going for the double play with this move.
A textbook reversal. Can he follow up? Oh, reversal. Oh.
He's setting it up.
What's the power of this guy? Scoop!
He scored the pin.
What a reversal! What a crushing blow to the ribs. Oh, look at the emotion.
He's having a seriously hard time getting back to his feet after that.
After a move like that, he's going to need a chiropractor in his near future.
Camel clutch! He needs to figure out a way to get to his base and break the hold.
Whoa! Would you look at this? Can you believe it? This is an undying will to succeed. Oh, man, I can guarantee he'll think twice about... Uh-oh! He's making a statement here with this attack. Oh, he missed.
Oh, nobody home that time.
Now bringing in his partner. Oh, man, that'll scramble your insides. This is a level of destruction no one was expecting.
I certainly didn't expect. Could this be it? I think so.
Look at this. He's just barely moving. I'm not sure he can get back to his feet.
Oh, take a look at that. We haven't seen that one tonight.
Something new.
Man, Bret Hart, what offense. physical condition I've ever seen him in. Sit out! Pile driver!
Man. Oh, man. Every time you withstand force like that, it hurts.
And here's a cover.
Just look at this. You can see the results from that move.
And he reversed it.
Good move there. He saw that one coming. Oh, that'll knock the wind out of you.
He gets out of trouble there. Oh, I think this man means business.
And there's a tag.
He's too busy bragging and boasting than battling in this matchup.
Not every move is designed to get the fans off their feet.
Oh, reversal. Oh. Hey, he's going for it again. Whoa, don't get up.
The headbutt will clinch it. Wow, now that's... We got a cover.
A textbook reversal. Can he follow up?
He's zeroing in on the arm now.
He needs to dig way down deep if he wants to keep going now.
A knockdown, drag-out brawl, complete with a big stomp.
And these guys are throwing bombs. They're pulling out all the stops.
Boy, I've never seen him do that before.
Wow, good thing the Hitman moved out of the way that time. Oh,
It could be over here.
yeah, maybe.
Oh, and the anvil with a little showboat.
Look at the anvil.
And his heartless attack continues.
Oh, man, this is getting tough to watch. I don't know how much more damage he can take.
Look at this. He's going back to an old friend with that one.
You're right about that. You got to remember what works. Reversal. Oh, that's devastating. Oh, his body has to be broken right now.
Thank you for closing out your weekend with us. We have plenty of action scheduled for you on this Sunday night. Nearly driven through the mat.
They thought this could do it.
I think so. I don't remember the last time he executed that maneuver.
Yep, that's the reversal by Bret Hart.
The Hitman looks to end things.
How much more? How much more are you willing to pay to win this match? This is unreal.
The repetition on that move is becoming deliberate at this point.
What? He's still not through?
I don't think so.
This might be it. Oh, submission. The hold's locked in. Wow, he's still down after that. Looks like somebody wants back in this match. Here's the cover for the win. 1, 2. He needs to dig way down deep if he wants to keep going now.
And he gets the tag. Just trying to goad his opponent into making a mistake here.
Ooh, that looked devastating.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
finishing move. This match and much more could be over.
Look at him, Michael. I mean, those moves have really started to add up. Watch it.
We got a cover.
The ref gets absolutely flattened.
I don't know if we've seen that from him before. I mean, it's definitely a first tonight.
This is great. This guy will try anything.
We'll be feeling the effects of that for a while.
He wants back in this match in the worst way.
Historically, Thanksgiving has been a big night in the sports entertainment world, and I expect tonight to be no different. And tagged in is Jim the Anvil Neidhart.
He was able to reverse that.
Look at the attack here.
Oh, man. Talk about a direct hit. If he keeps up this pace, this could turn real ugly real fast. The more punishment he takes, the slower and slower he is getting back to his feet. I think he's through playing around.
And some trouble here now for Jim the Anvil Neidhart. I wouldn't be surprised if he just passes out right here.
Well, he has certainly taken a turn for the worse, but this is the WWE, and anything can happen.
Guys, if I'm him, I'm putting my finisher on ice. It clearly hasn't been working for him here tonight.
There's the tag.
Man, he's still down after that move. I almost wonder if his bell got seriously wrong there.
Seen him do that before. He's doing everything he can to get his bearings back here. Otherwise, this match could be over sooner than anyone could have anticipated.
Yeah, Cole, this is when you have to settle things down. Get the blood flowing back in your body and strategize what your next move or your next form of attack will be. He's showing no signs of letting up. It's going to take a lot to change the tide of this one.
He gets out of trouble there.
Certainly showing us something new from his repertoire.
That's cool. I like new stuff.
That stop might have only lasted a second, but it's going to be felt tomorrow.
That may be felt for a lifetime.
Things are not looking very good right now. Going to have to find a way to regroup.
When he gets going like this, there are a few better. He saw that one coming.
I don't know if we've seen that from him before. I mean, it's definitely a first tonight.
This is great. This guy will try anything.
I don't remember the last time he executed that maneuver. This is exactly how he drew this one up.
This match has taken so much out of this guy. He's not going to give up. But, man, this has been physical. Uh-oh. He's in position, ready to strike. This is it. Here he goes. Wait a minute.
Could this be it?
I think so.
force within the ring. Man, Bret Hart, what offense.
He needs to dig way down deep if he wants to keep going now. He was able to reverse that.
And we're seeing a vicious attack to the back.
Here's the cover for the win. I don't know how much longer he's going to be able to go.
There may be no coming back from this incredible beatdown. Bret Hart with a nice reversal.
Boy, he just got laid out.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I hope you didn't fill up too much on the turkey because we got a great night planned for you. He's sending a message to the entire WWE locker room here.
Ooh, what a vicious backbreaker. And he goes for the cover.
This is it.
He's too busy bragging and boasting than battling in this matchup.
To be broken right now.
We're so excited you chose to spend your Sunday with us.
Nice reversal.
Bret Hart reversing it. Incredible.
Man, oh man, did he take a wild swing with that one.
You're right. That was wild indeed. Good thing we're over here. Somehow, he's kicked it into another gear here tonight.
Going for broke.
That's it. He's out.
Oh, that's called going down and staying down.
Good night. He's just getting dissected. You can never guess what's going to happen in a contest like this.
He may get the 3 count right there.
It's going to be close. He anticipated that move perfectly.
Just making his presence felt there. I don't know if we've seen that from him before. I mean, it's definitely a first tonight.
This is great. This guy will try anything. This match has taken so much out of this guy. He's not going to give up. But man, this has been physical.
And there it is again.
I like it. If it works, keep on doing it. Oh, reversal. Oh.
There's the European uppercut. A brutal shot with the forearm.
Man, that'll stretch your neck out. Oh, trying to put him away.
He's going for the pin. This could be it.
I think he's got him. Yep, that's the reversal by Bret Hart. The Hitman. Okay, you know this well.
A knockdown, drag-out brawl, complete with a big stomp.
Man, these guys are throwing bombs. They're pulling out all the stops.
What a shot. If you take many more like that, you're going to resemble a heavy bag. Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
Well, that's a strategy you have to always have in the back of your head, Cole. If you ever see a weakness in your opponent, you got to jump on, give him some air here.
I need some too after sitting next to you. He's delivering an old-fashioned butt kicking right here. And there's the reversal from Bret Hart.
A textbook reversal. Can he follow up?
Could this be it?
I think so.
And that's the match.
Bret the Hitman Hart, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, and Bad Boy Brown.
And that's a win to start off the night.
Well, if you didn't believe in this guy before, there's no reason not to now. Not after that performance.
And what an amazing threesome they make. Coming up next is a huge six-man tag team match. We have Demolition versus the Powers of Pain.
This is gonna be epic.
The following tag team contest is an elimination tag team match. And at a combined weight of 584 pounds, the World Tag Team Champions, the Axe and Smith Demolition.
Call your family and friends and tell them about this six-man matchup. It's going to be a war.
I'm going to tweet my family and friends.
What an electric atmosphere we have here tonight for Survivor Series.
His partner, from parts unknown, weighing in at 282 pounds, Ken.
6 superstars made of 2 teams will enter, but only one team will leave the victor. Who will it be?
Your guess is as good as mine. With these 6 competitors in the ring, this one's going to be beyond thrilling.
At a combined weight of 624 pounds, War Lord and the Barbarian, the Powers of Pain.
This arena is electric in anticipation for this match.
Oh, you can cut the tension with a knife.
This promises to be one of the most exciting matches in recent Survivor Series history.
And his partner, from the Pacific Islands, weighing in at 281 pounds, the King.
Big match up here tonight, and this arena is electric.
Oh, man, you can feel this crowd.
You only get one chance to make a good first impression when this entrance is doing just that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Survivor Series, a WWE tradition since 1987.
Yeah, and on that first night, Cole, I'll never forget Andre the Giant's team defeating Hulk Hogan and his squad in the main event. We're starting on strong, Michael, and things are just going to keep getting better.
I believe that is the first time tonight we've seen that move. Well, I've never seen him do that before. Whoa, take a look at that. We haven't seen that one tonight.
I love something new.
Drop kick.
Oh, that'll give you a headache.
We may have discovered his favorite move.
You think? He seems to use it often enough.
He's simply reminding him that he's here. Oh, that was a hard shot. What a strike. You have to possess a different type of focus to punish an opponent like this.
Yeah, you really have to enjoy hurting someone.
He's certainly showing us something new from his repertoire.
That's cool. I like new stuff.
Looks like he's starting to sweat now. We all know, though, this guy has plenty of fight left in him.
I'm not concerned. I don't think I've ever seen him look more motivated than he looked heading into this match.
It's a good point, John. And I'd say this match is about as even as it could get at this point.
It's got to be hard to rebound from that one. First time for everything, I guess. He's on the defensive here. To be expected when you combine 6 of WWE's most volatile forces into one match.
And at this point, it looks to me like this match is as even as it can get.
Oh, it's been a great match up to this point, and this could really go either way.
Oh, what a counter. That stop might have only lasted a second, but it's going to be felt tomorrow.
That may be felt for a lifetime.
Just making his presence felt there. And he hits a vicious neckbreaker. Here's a cover.
How slow he is to react right now.
There may be no stopping him. He's starting to show signs of fatigue. To be expected when you combine 6 of WWE's most volatile forces into one match.
Well, if he can't bounce back from this, then maybe he's not as tough as I thought he was.
And on top of that, John, these two guys couldn't be any more evenly matched at this point.
Putting some power on display with that takedown.
Oh, this isn't good.
He knows his opponent is completely helpless to resist the submission hold.
And he escapes the hold. He's not looking good here. You can bet this is not how he drew this one up.
On top of that, Michael, his finisher has already failed to end this thing, which has to have him concerned.
Well, I don't think at this point that we can count anyone out just yet. Let's just wait and see. He's got the shoulders down, Cole.
This could be it.
So
he's looking a little off balance. If he's not careful, this can snowball out of control for him in a hurry.
You know, being a wrestling god, I don't necessarily know what it feels like to execute your finisher twice and not be declared the winner. But I imagine it can't be pleasant.
You know, wins don't just happen here in the WWE, Cole. He's going to need to be aggressive if he wants to take this match. He's tough, but I don't think he can take much more.
You have to wonder how much longer he can go on like this.
Oh, man, if he could just land his finisher once more, this match will look completely different. I promise you that.
You know, by the looks of things, it just might not be his night. That happens sometimes. Look at that! He's bleeding like a stuck pig!
I don't remember the last time he executed that maneuver. Many more shots to the head, and this one will be over very shortly.
Really pushing his opponent to the limit here.
Nobody controls the pace of the match quite like this guy.
Trying to get under his opponent's skin with this one.
Look out! He anticipated that move perfectly.
Looks like his shoulder has a giant target on it. And now he goes for it a second time.
Boy, he was able to reverse it and get out of that.
This guy can go toe-to-toe with anybody. This might be it.
1, 2. You can see him struggling to stand after all the damage he's taken. We got a tag.
My God, his body's been through hell, and his ribs have bore the brunt of the attack.
Man, I hope we can get a doctor out here as a precaution. Nowhere to go!
Hey! And he fights out of it. He breaks the hold.
A knockdown, drag-out brawl, complete with a big stomp.
And these guys are throwing bombs. They're pulling out all the stops.
Look at those eyes.
Oh, yeah, this could be big.
Uh-oh, look at this. Trying to put him away. Just trying to goad his opponent into making a mistake here.
Here. And once again, we see a return to the specific maneuver. Hey, whatever works.
Yeah, if it keeps working, keep working.
Now, why did he do that? A move like that's low. It's appalling, if you ask me. Totally disrespectful.
Well, when he sees the belt, he likes to hit below it.
That'll have you worrying about long-term injuries for sure.
And he dodges that one. He anticipated that move perfectly.
He He's on the defensive now. This match is definitely testing his mettle, guys.
You said it, and he does not want to let his opponent gain some steam here and start to get the upper hand.
Yeah, but this has been a pretty close battle up until now. Nobody has shown signs of running away with this match.
I think he's through playing around.
He's looking for the win. This may be it.
Thank you for closing out your weekend with us. We have plenty of action scheduled for you on this Sunday night. This could do it.
Maybe it. Look at this. He's just barely moving. I'm not sure he can get back to his feet.
He's on the defensive here. At this point, it's all about how he responds and potentially rebounds.
I don't know. This appears...
Here he goes for the win. Let's do this. Playing mind games. Yeah, a little intimidation there.
A fever pitch is here in the WWE Universe.
You're right about that. The crowd is buzzing. They're ready for this thing to get underway. He was able to reverse that.
A textbook reversal. Can he follow up?
This is a wreck. He's moving like an uncaged animal. Oh, here's a cover. And a kick out, much to nobody's surprise.
Right, this guy's resilient. He's not even beat down yet.
You have to possess a different type of focus to punish an opponent like this.
Yeah, you really have to enjoy hurting someone.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
Watch it!
You can practically feel the wear and tear that's been done throughout this match.
Taking a...
And the cover for the win!
And the shoulders up now. That's a kick out.
Nice.
There's no keeping this guy down tonight. He's going for it all.
This could be it. Every time he has to get up, it takes more and more effort. Nasty landing. You better not stay out here too long. The referee's going to count him out.
Talk about having the living hell beat out of you. There may be no coming back from this.
And by now, you look...
My God, his body's been through hell, and his ribs have bore the brunt of the attack.
And I hope we can get a doctor out here as a precaution. Damaged ribs like that can make it hard to breathe.
He's sending a message to the entire WWE locker room here. We know what's coming here. If this continues, we could be talking about something no one wants to discuss. Facial reconstructive surgery. We got to cover. 1, 2.
He gets out of trouble there.
He may be in the best physical condition I've ever seen him in.
There's the tag.
I don't know how much longer he's going to be able to go. Here's the cover for the win. He saw that one coming.
That's a first. What a move. Definitely sets a tone for the evening.
I like it. If he keeps up this pace, this could turn real ugly real fast. He anticipated that move perfectly.
Displaying a wide range of offense here.
For the pin and the win.
1, 2.
Oh my God, through hell, and his ribs have bore the brunt of the attack.
Man, I hope we can get a doctor out here as a precaution. Damaged ribs like that can make it hard to breathe.
Oh, I think this man means business. This kind of offense he's known for.
Yeah, you're right about that. He's made a name for himself with this. Oh, took that all on the spine.
Looks like he's starting to tire. Looks to me like he's starting to feel the pressure, guys.
But the bottom line remains that he seems to be winning this match despite what we just saw.
Well, when it comes to finishers, this guy clearly thinks that more is more. I might disagree, though.
Now bringing in his partner. He saw that one coming.
And he fails to connect with anything that time.
Man, that was some miss, all right. I can feel the breeze all the way over here. Oh, did you see that knee? He's looking to create some separation here.
The traditional Survivor Series Elimination Tag Team match is such a wild card. Oh my God, his body's been through hell, and his ribs have bore the brunt of the attack.
Man, I hope we can get a doctor out here as a precaution. Damaged ribs like that can make it hard to breathe.
The tag is made. Extra slow getting back to his base here. Look at this. The physicality. He can barely stand, but he still presses on.
He started this match in great health, but now it seems they can.
This could do it.
I think so.
He was able to reverse that.
The end may be near, folks. He may very well be on Dream Street right now, guys.
And Michael, given how evenly fought this has been up until now, this might be a pivotal point in this match.
That's a good point. And it's already gone to its finisher twice with limited success. Does he go back to the well again? And he reversed it. Good move there.
Not this. He's looking at it again. What a deadly submission hold this is. We might see a tap out right here.
Really going to work here. Just wrenching that thing.
He was one step ahead on that one.
He lands the strike with great accuracy. He's making a statement here with this attack. Oh, check that out. We were first here this evening.
And that was awesome.
And he hits a big-time leg drop. Not this. He's looking at it again. He's too busy bragging and boasting than battling in this matchup. One, two. He's been eliminated.
He's looking at it.
This could be all she wrote.
And there's the submission. This might be it. Can he do it? Can he dig down deep and fight out of this hold? Hey now! And he wheels his way out.
I always find it interesting to see how these teams interact. There are so many unique personalities, and oftentimes they don't necessarily mesh well. What an all-star ensemble in the ring right now. This has got to be it.
It's it. It's over.
The ref is down, and this one could break loose.
This match has taken so much out of this guy. He's not going to give up. But man, this has been physical.
And there's tremendous impact to the back of the skull.
He thinks he has it. We're so excited you chose to spend your Sunday with us. When this guy's on, look out.
Not this. He's looking at it again.
Oh, man, there's the finisher. This could be it.
Yeah, and he's not looking too good now. This is... Will it be?
I think that's instant elimination.
How much more? How much more are you willing to pay to win this match? This is unreal.
Perhaps looking to take the action to the outside here.
Perhaps. It's happening, Cole, right before your very eyes. Inside the ring again. Reversal.
He's too busy bragging and boasting than battling in this matchup.
He gets out of trouble there. There's the cover. Can he do it?
Think he's got him. What a collision. He needs to dig way down deep if he wants to keep going now.
Historically, Thanksgiving has been a big night in the sports entertainment world, and I expect tonight to be no different. There's the tag. Please look at this man. He's all business.
And that's the way he has to be if he wants to win here tonight. Oh, no! Hard shot now. Nasty landing.
He's too busy bragging and boasting than battling in this matchup.
What a shot!
And there's the reversal.
And the sound of human flesh on the ground echoes around the arena. Look at this. There's absolutely no wasted motion in this attack. He may be in the best physical condition I've ever seen him in.
He's too busy bragging and boasting than battling in this matchup.
Look at this. He's just barely moving. I'm not sure he can get back to his feet. He was able to reverse that. He was able to reverse it. Get out of that.
When this guy's on, look out.
And he reversed it. Good move there.
I don't know if we've seen that from him before. I mean, it's definitely a first tonight.
This is great. This guy will try anything. Watch this.
And now, looking to put him away. It could be over here.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, jeez. Knocked into next week.
Six of WWE's most alpha personalities all competing in the same match. There's a good chance this one ends deteriorating sooner than later.
He needs to dig way down deep if he wants to keep going now.
That stop might have only lasted a second, but it's going to be felt tomorrow.
That may be felt for a lifetime.
It's not very often you see six superstars of this caliber competing at the same time.
Nice reversal there. How much more? How much more are you willing to pay to win this match? This is unreal.
At what point, King, do those thoughts creep in of, what do I have to do to put this match to rest? I don't know. I don't know as a WWE superstar if you ever have those thoughts of self-doubt.
Of course you do, but that's the last thing you want to have happen to you. The last thing you want to do is start thinking, can I win this match? Can I beat my opponent? Because when those thoughts start creeping in, you're done. Somehow, he's kicked it into another gear here tonight.
Uh-oh, look at this. Trying to put him away.
Could this be it?
I think so.
Crushing damage directly delivered to the back. This is it.
Oh, man, that jaw may be broken. Look, a little showboating going on here. Great reversal.
Perfectly executed.
We might be seeing the beginning of the end.
This match has taken so much out of this guy. He's not going to give up. But man, this has been physical. He was able to reverse that. Look at this. He's just barely moving. I'm not sure he can get back to his feet.
Well, that missed him all right.
Hey, did you look before firing? What an idiot. He's going to destroy this man. Another neck breaker.
Make no mistake about it, this is getting ugly.
Yeah, now we're just talking about his face.
1, 2.
Oh, reversal. Oh.
Good grief. That'll break your jaw. That'll send you to the chiropractor.
Boy, he is really tired now. That tank of his has to be reading empty.
It has to be, King. But I still don't see him giving up.
Nobody home there.
Nobody home? Cole, that looked like the house has been empty for months.
Great reversal.
Oh, man, did he take a wild swing with that one. His shoulders are down.
He's too busy bragging and boasting than battling in this matchup.
A knockdown, drag-out brawl, complete with a big stomp.
What a counter.
Second time's a charm.
He saw that one coming. Playing mind games.
Yeah, a little intimidation there.
Well, that messed him all right.
Hey, did you look before firing? What an idiot. He's pulling out all the stops tonight.
He's on the ropes and the ref wisely stops the count. He simply refuses to stay down. This guy can go toe-to-toe with anybody. Shoulders down, this could be it.
Count, ref, count. Oh, no, hard shot now. Nasty landing.
He's sending a message to the entire WWE locker room here. One move after the other. It's devastating.
This is hard to watch. This is going to be bad.
This kind of offense he's known for.
Yeah, you're right about that. He's made a name for himself with this.
And the ref sees the tag.
That's the first time tonight we've seen that move.
I wouldn't mind seeing it a little more often.
He anticipated that move perfectly.
God, there was nothing accurate about that attempted offense.
Oh, you're being too kind. Some people would use other words to describe what we just witnessed. Oh my gosh, look at that!
A textbook reversal. Can he follow up? He anticipated that move perfectly. And now his partner comes in.
Oh, I think this man means business.
Oh,
He thinks he has it.
This match has taken so much out of this guy. He's not going to give up. But man, this has been physical. He's in full-on attack mode now. Looking for the win. Boy, he is really tired now. That tank of his has to be reading empty.
It has to be, King. But I still don't see him giving up.
Dropped like a bad habit. Just making his presence felt there.
He needs to dig way down deep if he wants to keep going now.
I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next.
Me too. I've given up even trying to figure out what they're going to do next. I'm just sitting back watching and enjoying. Oh no, hard shot and a nasty landing.
He's begging for it.
Whoa,
Trying to put him away. How awesome was that?
Oh, look at that. That's the top of...
His shoulders are down.
oh my gosh, he's been eliminated from the match.
Wow, that was a wild strike. Tyler missing the target.
Yeah, it looked like it was completely out of desperation. Really pushing his opponent to the limit here. Is this it?
The traditional Survivor Series Elimination Tag Team match is such a wild card, especially when you bring together so many combustible elements.
Oh, this will bring everybody to... Oh my gosh! He might make his opponent tap right here.
A belly-to-belly suplex.
Look at this. He's just barely moving. I'm not sure he can get back to his feet.
Will it be?
This match has taken so much out of this guy. He's not going to give up. But man, this has been physical.
And there's the reversal. Nice reversal.
He's inflicting some serious pain here.
1, 2. He's too busy bragging and boasting than battling in this matchup.
His nose might end up where his ear is by the time this one's over.
Not a lot of spring left in his step right now.
He's delivering an old-fashioned butt kicking right here.
He's looking to put his opponent away right here.
Shoulders down, this could be it.
Count, Ref, count.
Boy, this has just been pandemonium.
No kidding. What a matchup. This has been a classic. And that one hurt his hand.
He gets out of trouble there. Those shots to the body are beginning to take their toll.
He can do it here.
I think he's got him. He was one step ahead on that one. No, he's in position. position, ready to strike. Hey, he's going for it. He may have to submit here. Referee asking.
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
Well, that's a strategy you have to always have in the back of your head, Cole. If you ever see a weakness in your opponent, you got to jump on it. He's showing no signs of letting up. Look at that. He's busted wide open. This is great.
He gets out of trouble there.
And he reversed it. Good move there. Not this.
He's looking at it again. 1, 2. I don't believe it. This one's over.
Here are your winners, Warlord, the Barbarian, and the King.
And that's a win to start off the night.
Yeah, the performance put forth in that match tells me we're looking at somebody who will someday, very soon, be competing in the main event.
Another amazing match in the long and storied history of Survivor Series. What a six-man tag match we have for you. Keep it locked here. Next, we have the Dream Team against Team Brutus, the Barber Beefcake.
This is going to be a big one.
The following tag team contest is an elimination tag team match. And at a combined weight of 496 pounds, Greg the Hammer Valentine and Wayne the Dream Team.
Always ready for a fight. Greg the Hammer Valentine makes his way to the ring.
Call me a conspiracy theorist, but there's a part of me that thinks these allies have actually been itching to get their hands on each other for quite some time now.
And his partner, from Texas, weighing in at 289 pounds, the Outlaw Ron Bass.
Clear your schedule. This is going to be something you don't want to miss.
My schedule was already clear. A win here would do wonders for this guy's career.
And their opponents, first, from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 272 pounds, Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
As we get ready for this match, I'd like to remind everyone that you can now get your copy of WWE 2K at retailers around the world.
I've already bought mine. Six-man tag team action coming up. Oh, this is going to be great.
From parts unknown, weighing in at 220 pounds,
As we prepare for this matchup, I'd like to remind everyone, this is brought to you by the folks at 2K Sports. I've long contested that six-man tag team matches would benefit from a second referee on the outside. There's just too much going on for one official to handle.
How long have you contested that?
And his partner, from parts unknown, weighing in at 276 pounds, the Intercontinental Champion, Ultimate.
The WWE Universe is on their feet for this six-man tag match.
Yeah, this whole arena is standing.
It's not very often you see this much star power in the ring at the same time.
Reminds me of me being in the ring with me.
Thank you for joining us on this unforgettable night. I'm Michael Cole alongside my broadcast partner, Jerry the King Lawler. And King, we're getting things started with what should be an outstanding match.
Yeah, Michael, I don't know who's looking forward to it more, this capacity crowd or me. This is going to be good.
Oh, that's going to hurt. Come on. Now he just wants that insult to injury.
Yeah, this guy's a mean streak.
Devastating shot to the chest there.
What do you think about Brutus Beefcake? It takes a great deal of ability to plot out what you're going to do in a contest such as this one. What direction do you think he's going to go here?
Well, I've seen competitors get lost in the shuffle with all that talent in the ring at the same time, but I don't think we have to worry about that here. Plenty of confidence being shown right now.
Well, you know these guys are friends, but you have to put those feelings aside when you square off in that ring. A systematic attack here.
Look at great the hammer Valentine here. The back of the head absorbing much of that move. He looks a bit off his game here. To be expected when you combine 6 of WWE's most volatile forces into one match.
And, Michael, this might very well be where one of these guys pulls away from the other.
It's a good point, John. And I'd say this match is about as even as it could get at this point.
And he comes crashing down. Can he end it quickly?
If the referee counts. And it is locked in. Whoa!
And he fights his way out. Right on the neck. Ouch!
Good God! Is he pressing a secret button to move that fast? I mean, those kicks won't give you a good feeling. I can promise you that.
Well, I've never seen him do that before. Plenty of momentum behind that kick.
What? Does he have his eyes open?
This is a wreck. He's moving like an uncaged animal.
No lie, he's wild in there.
He's starting to feel it here. To be expected when you combine 6 of WWE's most volatile forces into one match.
I tell you, we knew this was going to be a close affair, but I don't think we expected it to be this tight. What a match.
Well, it's hard to argue that, but I'd say this one could go either way.
Gets the shoulder up.
Barely, but that's all that matters. It's up.
starting to stumble here. To be expected when you combine 6 of WWE's most volatile forces into one match.
And it looks to me like neither of these guys are showing signs of pulling away here.
And on top of that, John, these two guys couldn't be any more evenly matched at this point.
The Hammer Valentine is making his presence known. For some competitors, part of their strategy is to demean their opponent. A move like that says it all.
Yeah, you're just trying to embarrass somebody now.
He's not looking like himself here. To be expected when you combine 6 of WWE's most volatile forces into one match.
But it's important to know that this match has been so evenly contested so far. You really can't pick a winner.
Oh, it's been a great match up to this point, and this could really go either way.
He's displaying classic offense here.
Yeah, that's when he's the most dangerous.
He's not exactly popping up to his feet here.
Well, what do you expect, Michael? Did you see what just happened?
I don't know if we've seen that from him before. I mean, it's definitely a first tonight.
This is great. This guy will try anything.
He gets out of trouble there. A textbook reversal. Can he follow up?
Really pushing his opponent to the limit here.
He's on the defensive now. Guys, this is where we find out what he's made of.
And Michael, this could be the opening he needs to pull ahead. What a move! Oh man, there's the finisher. This could be it.
Oh man, he's got to figure out a way to counterattack here. These type of matches are dangerous and can always be counted on to produce pure bedlam.
Am I the only one that sees he's cheating?
Oh, look at this. Trying to put him away. What a collision. It's locked in. Oh, here he goes. Figure 4 leg lock. He's got it locked in. Figure 4.
This hold is locked in really good.
Yeah, he's got to get the pressure off somehow. Quick pin. Can he do it? Maybe. Somehow, he's kicked it into another gear here tonight.
What could Great the Hammer Valentine do here to up the odds for success? He can't be happy with how this is going right now.
You said it, and he does not want to let his opponent gain some steam here and start to get the upper hand.
Well, given what he's gone through thus far, it might take a bold move to put him over the top here tonight, buddy.
And what a reversal from Great the Hammer Valentine. Ouch! After a move like that, oh God, his body's been through hell, and his ribs have bore the brunt of the attack.
And I hope we can get a doctor out here as a precaution. Damaged ribs like that can make it hard to breathe. And he goes for the cover.
This is it. Moves like that at this stage are not to win any match. They're just used to send a message.
Yeah, I think this guy's really showboating now.
I don't care how strong your legs are. That hurts.
Watch this. And now, looking to put him away. Oh my, there's the submission hold. He's in the driver's seat now. The tag is made.
Boy, he just got laid out.
Here's a cover.
He's in full-on attack mode now.
He gets out of trouble there.
Somehow, he incredible counter.
He's not looking good here. He doesn't want to absorb much more punishment if he wants to win here.
Hard to argue that. Momentum certainly is not on his side.
Agreed. But counting him out right now would be incredibly premature, in my opinion. Very, very painful hold here. What's he going to do?
There's Bay. And he fights out of it. He breaks the hold. Well, I've never seen him do that before.
Slower and slower he is getting back to his feet.
Thank you for closing out your weekend with us. We have plenty of action scheduled for you on this Sunday night. And there's the reversal from Break the Hammer Valentine.
How much damage did that do?
A lot from the looks of it. A nice shot by Break the Hammer Valentine. Dishing out some serious punishment here.
I'm not sure I can watch this.
Now, why did he do that? A move like that's low. It's appalling, if you ask me. Totally disrespectful.
Well, when he sees a belt, he likes to hit below it.
How will these guys do with absorbing the punishment? He's endured heavy blows here. I don't know how much longer he can go. The referee may have to call this match, King.
Oh, my gosh, this is awful. I'm going to tell you something. Whenever you get hit like that, for the next 15 minutes, everybody you see has an exact win.
He's making a statement here with this attack. Oh, they couldn't find a home for that one.
Well, it certainly wasn't due to a lack of trying, Michael.
It appears the back of the giant target on it. Expanding the repertoire with that move. He's inflicting some serious pain here.
Look at him out there, reaching for the tag. He can't wait to get back in the mix. He wants back in this match in the worst way. For the pin and the win.
I just can't get over the physicality of this match. This has been brutal.
Brutal and very, very painful for these guys.
He saw that one coming.
Oh, out of nowhere.
Nice reversal from Valentine.
Somehow, he's kicked it into another gear here tonight. He was able to reverse that.
You don't see that move every day.
Oh, looking to put an end to this one. Look at this. He's just barely moving. I'm not sure he can get back to his feet.
And what a reversal from Break the Hammer Valentine. Look at this. He's going back to an old friend with that one.
You're right about that. You got to remember what works. Stay down. Stay down. Oh, what a counter. Off the apron and down to the floor.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
Watch it. Ooh.
1, 2. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I hope you didn't fill up too much on the turkey because we got a great night planned for you. And the hammer gets out of that one. Here he goes for the win.
Let's do this.
He He's sending a message to the entire WWE locker room here. The strikes have a little extra on them tonight. You have to wonder what's going through these guys' minds in a match of this magnitude. Keep your eye on this one.
Yeah, this should be good. Oh, man, from the high rim.
I don't know if that's what. It could be over here.
Yeah, maybe.
He just didn't have enough left to hang on.
And that would hurt his hand.
He's starting to feel it here. To be expected when you combine 6 of WWE's most volatile forces into one match.
I'd say he's been winning this match up until now, but the tides may very well be turning.
He knows his opponent is completely helpless to resist the submission hold.
Oh, you're not.
Whoa! Would you look at this? Can you believe it? This is an undying will to succeed.
Looks like he's pinpointing the back. Great officiating as the ref noticed he was on the ropes. Looks like he's starting to falter. He needs to find a way to get on the offensive, guys.
And Michael, this could be the opening he needs to pull ahead.
Well, it looks to me like his ego is finally being put in check. He can end it here, right now.
This guy can go toe-to-toe with anybody.
Trying to get under his opponent's skin with this one.
He anticipated that move perfectly.
I don't know how much more damage he can take.
Nobody home there.
Nobody home? Cole, that looked like the house has been empty for months.
Brutus Beefcake with good timing here.
We got a tag.
The more punishment he takes, watch it.
We got a cover. Who can ever forget the embarrassing events of 1994 when the entire and his heartless attack continues?
Oh, man, this is getting tough to watch.
Few superstars are as dominant as this guy. Ouch! After a move like that, he's going to need to see a chiropractor or a spine specialist, whatever he's comfortable with. No pun intended, of course.
Yeah, he's not going to be comfortable for a while.
The tension, the drama. This is electric.
Look at the back of my arm, Cole. Look at the goosebumps. I love this.
He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle.
Yeah, I wonder what the view's like from up there. Watch out! To take a chance like that, do you know how badly he must want to win this?
Going for the double play with this move. Oh, he missed.
Oh, nobody home that time. Boy, he was able to reverse it and get out of that. This one will be over in no time.
You can practically feel the wear and tear that's been done throughout this match.
This should do it right there.
I think this thing's over.
Look at those eyes.
Oh, yeah, this could be big. Oh, looking to make a statement here. He needs to dig way down deep if he wants to keep going now.
That strike hit the spot. There's no way he could have avoided that blow.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
gotta be it.
It's it. It's over.
God, there was nothing accurate about that attempted offense.
Oh, you're being too kind. Some people would use other words to describe what we just witnessed. He's in full-on attack mode now. Oh, wait, nice reversal.
He's trying to mangle his face here.
He gets out of trouble there.
He makes the tag. A stunning crossbody.
You could call this a good old-fashioned butt whooping.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're witnessing. A butt whooping.
He's looking incredibly fatigued right now. He's absolutely running on fumes right now.
From where I sit, they both appear to be competing with the same amount of energy. This one can really go either way.
Yeah, he seemed to be in pretty bad shape right now, but I still think there's some fire left in him.
Beautiful suplex. See what kind of response we get.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that suplex was perfect.
Going all the way up.
That's a long way up. Watch out!
That makes a man even want to take a get.
Could this be it?
I think so.
And there's the victory. What a six-man match.
Here are your winners, Brutus the Barber, Beefcake, Owen, Hurt, and Ultimate.
An emotional victory here tonight. Man, oh man, what a battle.
What a match and what a win. Congratulations.
You know, I don't recall ever actually being pinned, but you would have to think it's pretty humiliating.
Believe it or not, that's just... Up next, we have the 6 biggest names in WWE set to do battle.
Yeah, man, who's going to come out on top in this?
It's Team Rick Rude against a tuned group of combatants.
It's about time.
The following tag team contest is an elimination tag team match. Introducing first, from Robbinsdale, Minnesota, weighing in at 252 pounds, Ravishing Rick Rude.
This match is going to be the definition of bedlam, but we're going to do our best to call the match to the best of our ability.
Bedlam, chaos. Oh, what more could we ask for? Truthfully, I'm good with any Survivor Series match that doesn't include 4 doinks. What was that all about anyway? Wasn't one doink enough?
What I'd like to have right now is for all you fat, ugly, inner city sweat hogs, keep the noise down while I take my robe off and show the ladies what a real sexy man looks like. Hit the music.
From Robbinsdale, Minnesota, weighing in at 257 pounds, Mr. Perfect.
You know, sometimes a superstar just has that look in his eye. And this is one of those times.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Be thankful that you don't have to sit next to Michael Cole all night like I do.
Why do you hate Thanksgiving so much?
from Grenoble, France, weighing in at 520 pounds, the 8th wonder of the world, AndreThe Giant.
With this much WWE talent in the ring, the referee's going to have his hands full tonight.
You're right, I don't envy that official job at all.
What an electric atmosphere we have here tonight for Survivor Series.
And their opponents, first, from Florida, weighing in at 294 pounds, Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
This match has chaos written all over it.
That's what I love about it. I love chaos.
You made a smart choice tuning in for this one, folks. This match promises to be absolutely amazing.
Weighing in at 233 pounds, Timothy Santos.
This arena is electric in anticipation for this match.
Oh, you can cut the tension with a knife.
I don't think there's 6 competitors I'd rather see in one match than these 6. This is going to be great, Michael.
His partner, from Stone Mountain, Georgia, weighing in at 249 pounds, the Superstar.
If you're just joining us, we have a treat for you in the form of 6-man tag action.
I love a great 6-man tag.
Willing to bet these two have absolutely no plans on spending Thanksgiving dinner together at any point in the near future.
I hate Thanksgiving.
Hello, everybody, and thank you for being part of what promises to be an amazing night. I'm Michael Cole, joined as always by the King himself. He's a Hall of Famer, Jerry the King Lawler.
Well, enough about me, Michael. Let's talk about you. What do you think of me? We're starting off strong, Michael, and things are just going to keep getting better.
He's simply reminding him that he's here. He's certainly showing us something new from his repertoire.
That's cool. I like new stuff.
And that's why the adage holds true. There's a first time for everything.
I think you're right. I believe that's the first time he's ever attempted this.
This is a wreck. He's moving like an uncaged animal.
No lie. He's wild in there. He used all his weight on that leg drop.
Clearly on a mission here. There's the breaker.
Oh, the dreaded breaker is hit again.
Well, I've never seen him do that before.
Wow, what a big shot right to the jaw.
That move did it. Now this has gone way past the point of insults and gone right to humiliation.
That's right. That was humiliating.
Devastating.
This is hard to watch. This is going to be bad.
Expanding the repertoire with that move.
Back inside now.
The strikes have a little extra on them tonight.
Ouch! Launched right into the steel post.
Oh, that's going to hurt. Come on! Now he just wants that insult to injury.
Yeah, this guy's a mean streak.
That stop might have only lasted a second, but it's going to be felt tomorrow.
That may be felt for a lifetime. He catches him with the X handle.
I don't remember the last time he executed that maneuver. Andre the Giant now on the defensive. Well, he knew this was going to be a fight heading into this one.
Look at this guy. He's better than what we're seeing right now.
There's a lot of truth in that statement, especially when referring to this guy, John.
That's a first. What a move. Definitely sets a tone for the evening.
I like it.
We got to cover.
Every time he has to get up, it takes more and more effort.
Clearly intent on destroying that leg.
I don't know how much more damage he can take.
And the ref sees the tag.
He saw that one coming.
Wow, check that out. We have a first here this evening.
That was awesome. Look at him out there reaching for the tag. He can't wait to get back in the mix.
He's begging for it.
Perhaps looking to take the action to the outside here.
Perhaps. What's happening, Cole? Right before your very eyes.
Oh, he missed that one. God, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, you're not doing any damage with swings like that, but keep doing it. This breeze may give him a cold. Oh, out of nowhere.
Look out. He's got his sights set on that neck region.
This may be turning into a brawl, King.
Yeah, just don't bring it over here.
Rick Rude starting to look a little dazed. To be expected when you combine 6 of WWE's most volatile forces into one match.
Michael, we're going to see what this guy is made of.
It's a good point, John. And I'd say this match is about as even as it could get at this point.
Bringing it back between the ropes.
And that's a good thing.
Mr. Perfect looking a bit surprised here. He's going to have to cut off his opponent's offense quickly.
And Michael, this might very well be where one of these guys pulls away from the other.
And on top of that, John, these two guys couldn't be any more evenly matched at this point. Mr. Perfect makes the tag.
Yeah, momentum changing now.
Just look at this. You can see the results from that move.
And again, the mind games are played.
And what a reversal there from Mr. Perfect.
Incredible.
Tags out. Nice reversal.
Crushing elbow delivered.
Oh, those elbows are vicious.
And there's a tag.
Rick Rude looking a little worse for Ware. He doesn't want to absorb much more punishment if he wants to win here.
I completely agree. And if I'm him right now, I'm starting to get a little concerned.
Oh, man. I didn't anticipate this match being as closely contested as it's been. A textbook reversal. Can he follow up?
He's not looking like himself here. To be expected when you combine 6 of WWE's most volatile forces into one match.
This guy's fine. Don't worry about him.
Well, it's hard to argue that, but I'd say this one could go either way.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
There he is, Mr. Perfect. Snap man, watch this.
An early pin attempt.
Come on, Red, catch it.
He's simply reminding him that he's here.
He anticipated that move perfectly. He's showing no signs of letting up. This is it. Here he goes.
Looks like Mr. Perfect starting to fade. He can't be happy with how this is going right now.
This could do it.
Maybe.
He saw that one coming. 3. Oh, he was able to reverse it and get out of that. He anticipated that move perfectly. Stay down. Stay down. Oh, Mr. Perfect going to work.
We got to cover. He finds himself in some big trouble here. I mean, it looks to me like he's almost completely out.
At this point, it's hard to say one of these guys is in better shape than the other. This entire match has been so evenly contested.
But guys, He's hit his finisher twice already. Once more might just do the trick for him.
Oh, man, and it's getting worse for Mr. Perfect.
Yeah, he's becoming a mess.
Will this be it?
I think he's got it.
Going to the top. High risk. Nice move.
What a dangerous move. Not a lot of... Oh! Looks like somebody wants back in this match. Hey, better be quick here. Remember, this match can end in a countout.
He's certainly showing us something new from his repertoire.
That's cool. I like new stuff. And he goes for the cover.
This is it. He's taking some offense. To be expected when you combine 6 of WWE's most volatile forces into one match.
That's a good point, Michael. And I'm also starting to wonder if he's starting to lose confidence in his finisher after already using it with limited success twice.
Don't worry about him, John. He still looks to be winning this one.
Expanding the repertoire with that move. That was a perfectly placed shot. And
the shoulders are down.
He saw that one coming.
Oh, boy. This looks like DDT with authority.
There's the finishing move. Don't know if you have anything left after that.
It's nearly impossible to deal with this type of power. This is the type of contest where things can happen in an instant, whether you see it coming or not. Oh, what a vicious kick to the stomach. What's this going? They can end it here. What now?
Rip Rude with a great offensive shot. You can practically feel the wear and tear that's been done throughout this match. Just making his presence felt there.
This reversal there. And the cover for the win. Off the apron and down to the floor.
That move should do it. I mean, this should have been over a while ago. Come on, ref.
Yeah, this should be over.
He's not looking good here. This match is definitely testing his mettle, guys.
Don't count him out yet, Michael. I'll be shocked.
We got to cover.
Oh, no!
You can practically see the pain in his face right now, thanks to that tremendous move off the ropes. He gets out of trouble there.
Reversal.
Chopped down with the axe handle.
Oh, man, that had to hurt, Cole.
Well, that missed him all right.
Hey, did you look before firing? What an idiot. He wasted too much time on that one.
He's sending a message to the entire WWE locker room here. Raw is taking tremendous punishment right now. He anticipated that move perfectly. Will he be victorious?
I think this is it. This guy's just getting worn out.
What force? I thought the canvas would break. That slam was powered by superhuman strength.
Unbelievable.
Oh my God, his body's been through hell, and his ribs have bore the brunt of the attack.
And I hope we can get a doctor out here as a precaution. Damaged ribs like that can make it hard to breathe. Somehow, he's kicked it into another gear here.
We got to cover.
Whoa! Don't get up! Oh, Mr. Purple going to work. He's in a world of trouble.
Here he goes for the win.
Let's do this. This match has taken so much out of this guy. He's not going to give up. But man, this has been physical. Oh, his body has to be broken right now.
There he goes. This one's over for him. You're not going to win many matches absorbing punishment like that.
Oh, that can't feel good.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
Oh, boy. This looks like... Boy, he just got laid out.
He's got the ropes, and the pin is broken. And his shoulders up, it's only two. My God, what's it going to take?
I don't know. I can't believe this, Michael.
You can't teach Hart, believe me, when I tell you this guy is filled with it. He's displaying classic offense here.
Yeah, that's when he's the most dangerous. Vicious kick to the stomach. What's this going? What a collision!
He thinks he has it. And there's an elimination.
He's tough, but I don't think he can take much more.
And I wouldn't be surprised if he had nothing left at this point.
And let's not forget that he's gone to the finisher twice with limited success. He may very well be losing confidence here.
Well, he's already used his finisher twice. You have to wonder if he's going to go for it a third time. Well, he was able to reverse and get out of that.
He anticipated that move perfectly. And we're back to this form of attack.
Yes, we are. The same form of attack we've seen before. Well, we're on the move here.
I always find it interesting to see how these teams interact. There are so many unique personalities, and oftentimes they don't necessarily mesh well.
He's too busy bragging and boasting than battling in this matchup.
Drag-out brawl, complete with a big stomp.
Man, these guys are throwing bombs. They're pulling out all the stops.
He's sending a message to the entire WWE locker room here. Sit-out pile driver.
We've seen a merciless amount of finishing moves. Like it or not, this is impressive. The match could all be over now.
Oh, wow. Well, this might be the worst yet. Oh, he's in trouble now. Oh, what a vicious kick to the stomach. What's this going?
If there's a master intimidator in this business, you better believe.
Here we go for the win.
I think they got him.
He did what he set out to do,
and that was win.
Here are your winners, Ravishing Rick Rude, Mr. Perfect, and the 8th wonder of the world, AndreThe Giant.
absolutely amazing. We knew he felt he had to win this tonight. I mean, there's absolutely no way to underscore how big this victory is, perhaps the biggest in his career.
I gotta agree with you, Cole, the biggest in his career.
Wow. Up next, we have six-man tag action. We have a team led by one of our breakout talents against the Mega Powers.
This match is going to raise the bar for our business.
The following tag team contest is an elimination tag team match. Introducing first, from Omaha, Nebraska, weighing in at 260 pounds, Ted Dibiase.
Well, this superstar has all the tools needed to win this one. Now let's see if he can put them together. With these 6 competitors in the ring, this one's going to be beyond thrilling.
From Cobb County, Georgia, weighing in at 330 pounds, the Big Boss Man.
If you're just joining us, we have a treat for you in the form of 6-man tag action.
I love a great 6-man tag.
Willing to bet these two have absolutely no plans on spending Thanksgiving dinner together at any point in the near future.
I hate Thanksgiving.
His partner, from deep in the jungle, weighing in at 451 pounds, Akane.
6-man tag action just moments from starting.
These competitors are ready to go. Don't be surprised if your jaw hits the floor at any point during this one. These competitors are absolutely unbelievable.
And their opponents, first, from Venice Beach, California, weighing in at 301 pounds, Hugh Hudson.
You know, sometimes a superstar just has that look in his eye. And this is one of those times. 6-man tag team action coming up. Oh, this is going to be great.
From Sarasota, Florida, weighing in at 237 pounds, Macho Man Randy Savage.
We're moments from writing another page in the WWE history books with this six-man matchup.
Are you serious, Cole? You think this could be historic? Don't change that channel. This match is sure to be an instant classic.
And his partner, from Athens, Greece, weighing in at 282 pounds, Hercules.
This capacity crowd is on their feet in support of this six-man tag match.
Yeah, let's don't make them wait any longer. Let's get it started.
I've long contested that six-man tag team matches would benefit from a second referee on the outside. There's just too much going on for one official to handle.
How long have you contested that?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Survivor Series, a WWE tradition since 1987.
Yeah, and on that first night, Cole, I'll never forget Andre the Giant's team defeating Hulk Hogan and his squad in the main event. Oh, man. Hurting the ribs and the lower back. That just takes all of the power out of him.
The face and head are taking a great deal of punishment here. Message delivered. He's taking damage to the back of the head that render most men completely immobile.
And he may be immobile after much more of this abuse.
Direct kicks like that help put your opponent away fast and early.
Wow, he was quick as a corpse on that one.
First time for everything, I guess. Well. That's the first time tonight we've seen that move.
I wouldn't mind seeing it a little more often. There's the camel clutch, and somehow he's got to take the pressure off his neck.
And he escapes the hold.
How can he walk? His leg has been beaten and battered. It must be seriously injured.
Yeah, this guy's going to need some medical attention.
Looks like the strategy here is to take out the legs.
It's one thing to want to dominate in the ring. It's another to go after his leg with the hope of ending his career.
Yeah, moves like this can cripple a person.
This guy can go toe-to-toe with anybody. This is the type of attack that just wears down an opponent.
Yeah, and you can see it working right here.
Macho Man hurting a little here. To be expected when you combine 6 of WWE's most volatile forces into one match.
And at this point, it looks to me like this match is as even as it can get.
Well said, John, and now's the time for one of these guys to take hold of this match. What a backdrop! Quick pin! Hey, is this it?
It may be. I believe that is the first time tonight we've seen that move.
What an incredible suplex.
What does Randy Savage have to do at this point to stay in the match? His hopes of winning this match appear to be dwindling in a hurry.
Hard to argue with that. Momentum certainly is not on his side.
Well, he's known for making bold moves in the ring, Cole. And at this point in this match, now might be a good time for something a little over the top.
Time to pull out all the stops. That'll have you worrying about long-term injuries for sure. That strike hit the spot. There's no way he could have avoided that blow. The one force to the head right there might leave him down for good. He doesn't want to do this outside the ring.
Well, I don't blame him. He's got him up.
Looks like he's starting to sweat now. Don't be surprised if he shrugs it off and comes back more motivated than ever.
But it's important to know that this match has been so evenly contested so far. You really can't pick a winner.
Oh, it's been a great match up to this point, and this could really go either way.
That may be the first time we've seen that executed.
And now it is show-off time. Don't waste time gloating here.
Take cover. You could call this a good old-fashioned butt whooping. Here's a cover.
Silly.
That's a classic textbook maneuver.
Exactly the way it should be done.
Reversal. Big boss man showing his skills.
I knew he could do it. And there's the reversal. Reversal.
He's not looking like himself here. We all know, though, this guy has plenty of fight left in him.
Well, if he can't bounce back from this, then maybe he's not as tough as I thought he was.
I don't disagree. And one thing I'll never do is count this guy out.
One move after the other. It's devastating.
This is hard to watch. This is going to be bad. He's having a seriously hard time getting back to his feet after that. Somehow, he's kicked it into another gear here tonight.
Nothing fancy from him there. That was all raw power.
Nothing like a great body slam. Classic. Oh, reversal.
That'll leave you gasping for air. Looks like he's starting to tire. Looks to me like he's starting to feel the pressure, guys.
Wow, these guys aren't giving an inch, but at some point, one of them got to start pulling away, which is what we might be seeing right now.
Well, it's no secret this guy like you, Cole, has got a huge ego. But it's also no secret that his opponent has designs on beating that ego out of him here.
Now, come on. Oh, God. That was hitting the nail right on the head. If he takes many more of those, he's going to get lit up like a Christmas tree. He's on the defensive now. This is not where he wants to be right now, guys.
I'm sure he doesn't look great right now, but I'd be surprised if we find out that he doesn't have a little more fight left in him.
Win or lose, I can assure you that he's going to walk out of here with his pride intact, Cole. That's what happens when you give it absolutely everything you have. That's what I did in every one of my matches. Good sleeper hold. Tough move to get out of.
My God, his body's been through hell, and his ribs have bore the brunt of the attack.
And I hope we can get a doctor out here as a precaution. Damaged ribs like that can make it hard to breathe.
He's sending a message to the entire WWE locker room here. Oh, I think this man means business. Looking at it here.
I think this is it. Oh, this guy's a competitor. He's not going down yet.
Yeah, not without a fight anyway.
He's showing the heart of a warrior here tonight.
And that's why the adage holds true. There's a first time for everything.
I think you're right. I believe that's the first time he's ever attempted this.
You can practically feel the wear and tear that's been done throughout this match. Not this! He's looking at it again.
Looks like somebody wants back in this match.
He's delivering an old-fashioned butt kicking right here.
And he gets out of the way.
Well, that's the first time we've seen that move tonight from either locker room.
I kind of love it.
Full Nelson, such a painful maneuver being applied here.
He was one step ahead on that one.
Not this! He's looking at it again.
This guy's a machine.
Nice reversal there. This might be it. Look at this, it's locked in.
He's trying to escape, but the more energy he expends, the
Wait a minute.
refusing to give in there. What sheer determination.
His shoulders are down.
1, 2.
Good Lord, that wasn't even close.
So that's what it's like being so far off the mark. Well, he was able to reverse and get out of that. Oh, gosh, there's no telling how much damage that did. He catches him with the axe handle.
Extra slow getting back to his base here.
He saw that one coming. Here's a cover. It looks like that back is under a great deal of stress right now.
Looks like somebody wants back in this match.
Looks like he's pinpointing the back. Here's a cover.
Just trying to goad his opponent into making a mistake here.
He anticipated that move perfectly. He was one step ahead on that one.
Somehow, he's kicked it into another gear here tonight. When he gets going like this, there are a few better.
Well, I'd be worrying about long-term injuries for sure.
How much damage did that do?
He goes for the quick pin attempt.
Count, Ref, count. Oh, out of nowhere.
Dodges to the side of that one.
Oh, this isn't good.
Well, these guys have been so tough.
We got a couple. I just can't get over the physicality of this match. This has been brutal.
Brutal and very, very painful for these guys. And he reversed it. Good move there.
When this guy's on, look out. He's on the defensive now.
Oh, talk about getting flattened.
They really got some hang time with that one. I don't remember the last time he executed that maneuver.
Oh, reversal. Oh.
He anticipated that move perfectly. He's doing everything he can to get his bearings back here. Otherwise, this match could be over sooner than anyone could have anticipated.
Yeah, Cole, this is when you have to settle things down. Get the blood flowing back in your body and strategize what your next move or this could do. Maybe it.
A little showboating going on here. If an opponent exhibits a weakness for a specific move, some will return to utilizing that move as long as possible.
Why not? If it's working, don't change it. He's in full-on attack mode now. We know what this is.
And now he goes for it a second time.
Elbow smash. Watch it.
He may be in the best physical condition I've ever seen him in. Trying to get under his opponent's skin with this one. My God, his body's been through hell, and his ribs have borne the brunt of the attack.
And I hope we can get a doctor out here as a precaution. Damaged ribs like that can make it hard to breathe.
Uh-oh, look at this. Trying to put him away.
He may get the 3 count right there.
Gonna be close. Look at this. He's just barely moving. I'm not sure he can get back to his feet. He's looking to create some.
It could be over here.
Yeah, maybe. Great reversal. Oh, his body has to be broken right now. He wants back in this match in the worst way. Here's the cover for the win. Boy, he just got laid out.
He'll be feeling the effects of that for a while.
He's too busy bragging and boasting than battling in this matchup.
Off the apron and down to the floor.
He saw that one coming. He was one step ahead on that one.
Nice reversal there.
Whoa, take a look at that. With this kind of attack, you have to wonder just how much longer they can compete in this match.
Yeah, I completely agree. The way things are going in there, I'd say not much longer. My gosh, this is a beating.
The damage has definitely been done. Now it may just be a matter of time.
It just doesn't seem to be his night tonight, guys.
Let's not count him out just yet, Michael. Everyone in that ring is taking deep breaths, even the referee. I'm not counting him out, and neither should you.
Oh, man, he really needs to find a way to battle back from this. Otherwise, this one's over.
He's sending a message to the entire WWE locker room here.
Here we go.
He may be in the best physical condition I've ever seen him in.
Boy, he was able to reverse it and get out of that.
Now bringing in his partner. You can hear the human body enter a state of human ruin.
Nope, this could do it. Maybe it is. He needs to dig way down deep if he wants to keep going now.
He's too busy bragging and boasting than battling in this matchup.
This guy can go toe-to-toe with anybody. We're so excited you chose to spend your Sunday with us.
And he reversed it. Good move there.
Shoulders down. This could be it.
Count, ref, count. He was able to reverse that. Not this.
He's looking at it again.
Oh, he thinks he has it.
That's one less superstar to deal with.
Look how slow he is to recover here. That was some serious punishment.
I believe that is the first time tonight we've seen that move. He might be trying to take out the leg here. With a 180, big boss man, the reversal.
That is impressive.
A textbook maneuver there. That's the first time we've seen that move tonight from either locker room.
I kind of love it.
A textbook reversal. Can he follow up?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Take up. You could call this a good old-fashioned butt whooping.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're witnessing. A butt whooping. Well, if it were me, I'd keep going after the arm. Don't stop until it doesn't work anymore. He was able to reverse that.
He's on the ropes and the ref wisely stops the count. This has been a rule.
You're right about that, Cole. This has been one of the most physical battles I've witnessed in a long, long time. He's showing no signs of letting up. A quick reversal by Big Boss.
Can you believe that?
What a reversal. Did you see that, Cole? Talk about getting your spine adjusted. Jeez.
A well-placed kick.
Great reversal. He's in full-on attack mode now. Oh, out of nowhere. Here we go. This could be it.
And this has got to be it.
It's it. It's over. I don't believe it. He's been eliminated. I don't know how much longer he's going to be able to go. Out of the ring. Now what's going to happen?
And he goes back to the knee again.
I remember getting hit by a knee like that from Harley Race. I didn't wake up for 2 weeks.
He's moving like a man possessed.
What a reversal.
Whoa, take a look at that. We haven't seen that one tonight.
I love something new.
And it's imperative he gets back in the ring right now.
All this action outside the ring. Real dangerous out here.
It looks like we're going to see what kind of pain they can inflict out here on the floor.
I think that's yes, it's an elimination.
Oh, with no time left, he makes it back in the ring.
I can't help but think of his risk of internal injuries at this point in time.
Yeah, and he goes for the cover.
This is it. Historically, Thanksgiving has been a big night in the sports entertainment world, and I expect tonight to be no different.
If he keeps up this pace, this could turn real ugly real fast. He's showing no signs of letting up.
Randy Savage has taken on a lot of damage. I'm not sure how much is left in the tank. I can't believe everything that's transpired thus far. It's been so physical.
You're right about that, Cole. This has been an all-out war.
A textbook reversal. Can he fight?
Oh my God, his body's been through hell, and his ribs have bore the brunt of the attack.
Well, I hope we can get a doctor out here as a precaution. Damaged ribs like that can make it hard to breathe.
A nice shot by Randy Savage. Seen that from him before. I mean, it's definitely a first tonight.
This is great. This guy will try anything. Taking a risk here. Oh, what's he going to do to follow that up?
Shoulders down. This could be it.
Count, ref, count.
Second time we're seeing this here. That's the first time tonight we've seen that move.
I wouldn't mind seeing it a little more often. Oh, reversal. Oh.
His nose might end up where his ear is by the time this one's over. Few superstars are as dominant as this guy.
Not a lot of spring left in his step right now.
Nice reversal.
Hey, it's going for it again.
He thinks he has it. This is a wreck. He's moving like an uncaged animal.
No lie, he's wild in there.
Randy Savage with a nice reversal. Look at this. Oh my, Randy Savage.
Oh man, there's the finisher. This could be it.
Whoa, man. Man, oh man. Look at the competitors in that ring. You can almost guarantee that this will not end well.
Moves like that can upset your opponent more than hurt them.
Randy Savage putting it on him right now. He needs to dig way down deep if he wants to keep going now.
Great offense by Randy Savage.
Oh, his body has to be broken right now. Reversal. And a big reversal by the Macho Man.
Randy Savage is looking to fly.
This match has taken so out.
Elbow drop.
An attack by air. This thing's gotten...
And will this be it?
It may be.
What a six-man tag match.
Here are your winners, Hugh Hudson, Macho Man Randy Savage, and Hercules.
He gets a victory here tonight. Love him or hate him, that was an incredible match.
An incredible match and a big, big victory. Few things are more rewarding than the feeling of keeping your opponent's shoulders down for the 3 count.
Believe it or not, that's just the beginning, folks. Stay tuned for more great action.